Round three.
Round three. I love your water bottle's like product placement. It's perfect. It, like you pull it up, it's got like blue pill and blocks like right on the front. Anyway, good morning, everybody. My name's Tyler, and I'm joined by Dustin Curtis, friend and co-conspirator. And this weekend, Dustin and I will be live streaming the semifinals and finals round of Blockbuster 2019, presented by Climbers Rock. That's one of the Tour de Bloc stops here in Canada, and this one has I think it's a $6,700 prize pool. Yeah, the winners are walking away with 1,500 Canadian dollars. It's attracting people from across the country and a bunch of people from the States as well. And so, since Dustin and I have been super busy this week, we haven't really had a chance to talk about who we think's gonna make a big mark at this comp. So we thought we'd do like a fantasy pick kind of thing and choose who we think will make it to finals. At the bottom of the screen, you can see the details. Finals is going to be aired at youtube.com/climbersrockofficial at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully you guys can join us. You'll find out if these picks are good or if we're just super terrible at this. So Dustin, I was curious if you wanted to start going first. It looks like you're having audio issues
You
again.
dropped off again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Does it sound smooth okay?
It's like I can hear you faintly.
Okay. I want to start with your first pick for the women's category.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with Leah Wachowski. She's looking super strong this year, and she's won. Well, like she won provincials, which was her last event, but I think like she's looking super, super strong.
That is not what I thought you were going to say, man. I was personally prepared to pick Leah Wachowski because, okay, so if you're picking Leah, who would normally be my pick, then I'm picking Bronwyn Karnas because she was the champion from last year. And while her provincials wasn't that good, I feel like out of this field, she's just kind of has the best track record. Like, I think for the most part, she's beaten most of these people more often than not. So
All right.
I think
Well, yeah. There's a
Bronwyn's
little bit of mind games because I was thinking about this morning, and I was trying to think of like who you were gonna pick and how I was gonna
gotcha.
respond. So,
All right,
okay.
cool. All right, so who's your second pick for the women's?
I'm gonna go with Madison Fisher,
All right, what's
and
the thought
I
process
think
there?
Madison suits this style of climbing to a T. I know that every year they try and switch it up at Blockbuster a little bit, but the name of the game in Burlington is Burl, and Madison has it.
I can't disagree with that, man. Yeah. Like she came second last year. Like she was off by a top. But so was
Yeah.
Leah Wachowski. So you just picked two people that like were a full top away from winning last time. So I don't
What are
know,
you
man. You've
picking
got
second places?
you've got suspicious picks, man. Okay, I the next one has been killing me a bit because she's got a really long track record as a strong youth competitor, but for the last couple months, she's had a few comp results where she's been beaten by another young climber, but I'm still going to pick Indiana Chapman.
I knew it. Yes.
Yeah, I can't say no. She's always strong. I know she hasn't been getting those first places in the youth comps lately, but that doesn't yet drop her down any further on the list. I'm still convinced that she's going to be in finals, and depending on how like she's just crazy strong. She was at the gym yesterday. She was looking really good, so I got to put her down.
All right. All right. In response to that, I'm going to pick Riley Galloway, the person that's been beating Indy.
All right, just going to spell her name properly. There we go. Yeah, like Riley started climbing at Climbers Rock, so she knows what it's
That's,
about.
and she was looking super strong at the Canada Strong Camp that's been hosted, and I think that as long as she has skin, she'll do well.
Okay, cool. That's fair. Okay, my next one, I'm kind of like I'm torn between like three people right now, but I think, and one of them I feel like I've got a pretty good. I'm gonna say, and she's kind of like a neighbor, so maybe this is a little bit biased, but I'm gonna pick B Evans right now
Okay.
because she had like a really good end to her season last year, and she seems crazy motivated and seems to have a really healthy training setup at the moment. So B Evans is my number 3 pick. I'm curious how she'll do. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of pulling, and she climbs at a place with, I guess, a bunch of that. But I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, she's had some really good comps. So I'm going to choose her over the other people that are pretty close. I want to see who you choose next.
I still can't say her last name, but I'm gonna pick Matea.
Matej Vukojevic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
I have a lot of faith in this girl, and I think she's really strong. She's having a good season. She's got like her coach Liz has been working her really hard, and she seems like she's making gains. So I think Matea for sure.
and she's like not even technically open, right? She got one of those special allowances into the
Yeah.
comp. So that's really interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Maybe this is like the first time I guess we'll see her in like a really stacked open field. She did a couple Tour de Blocs last year, and she did all right. But yeah, I won't disagree with that. Okay, I'm gonna pull in somebody from Quebec, Audrey La Rochelle. She came third at Quebec provincials a few weeks ago. Last season, I think she like just missed or just made it into semis at nationals. But I like her style. I might be a little bit worried that she spends so much time on like block shop style climbing that she might be in for a world of hurt when she shows up at Climbers Rock and it's just like all steep all day.
The burl, man. The
Yeah,
burl.
but I'm throwing her down. I think she could do some cool stuff.
Okay. All right. I wasn't expecting you to pick that.
Hmm.
So, oh, my mind games, they're falling apart. Uh, uh, Alex Kusula.
Okay, I can
She's
get with
good at
that.
the style. She climbs so strong. She's got a lot in the tank. She hasn't had results this year. I don't but I feel like that's from a large number of things. Like a lot of the comp problems recently have been a lot of gitch and figure like and runny doos and stuff. And I think like in the end, this comp is about pulling, and Alex Kusla can pull.
Hmm. Yeah, like I consider her one of like the stronger climbers in the area, but the last couple months, like provincials and stuff, it looks like it's been rough for her. And I'm curious, like I mean, she's one of those people that's like keeps really busy aside from training. So we'll see what's up. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool if that worked out because I know the strength is there. But I hope she can make it happen. And then I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna pick an American.
Ooh,
So Isabelle Gibbs was on the U.S. national team at Pan Am's last year,
all right.
and I don't think she's going to make the trip up here unless she believes that she can make a mark. I think this is her first time at Blockbuster. I don't recall her earlier. If she was, then she hasn't made finals at least. But I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna go south of the border and see what Isabelle Gibbs can bring to it. All right, final picks for the women.
My final pick is going to be May.
May Nagasako.
Yeah,
All right.
she's she's solid. I've seen her in the gyms a bunch. She's strong. She's got some pull in her. I think like, and she's good at other styles of climbing too. So like, if we get thrown a curveball anywhere in this, I think May pulls it out.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe I think she was a podium placer earlier in the season at one of the locals. She had I think a pretty
She placed first.
Oh yeah, at the hub local in Ontario,
Yeah, she
right?
won.
Yeah, yeah. But that said, at provincials, I don't think it went as well. Where are my provincials results? Yeah, I think she had a slightly disappointing provincials, but it was kind of like a hard round as well in finals. Okay, I get final pick for the women. I've got a lot to choose from. Oh boy, there's so many like new young kids. And actually, that like the depth of like the seasoned competitors, it's not that deep. A lot of them have decided to skip it this year. So it opened.
Well, Charlie Prosser pulled out because she's injured.
Right.
Who else
Well, just
isn't
there's a
there?
lot of people that decided to skip this one, which is fine. But
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, final pick. I am. Okay, in the just because she always surprises me, even though for the most part she wins every time, I'm gonna go back to the new kids, and I'm gonna see if Evangelina Briggs
Oh, I
can
had you.
hold it down across
Yeah.
3 rounds. Oh, I gotta fix that. So Evangelina, like super new to the scene. She's still a youth competitor. She's not an open yet. But anytime you see her climb, it's like there's nothing stopping her. Like she gets from one crux to the next, and it's just steady the whole way. Just no stopping. So I mean she also climbs at a gym with a bunch of steep terrain. So I think if she can handle like the long ISOs, which I think kids can. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be interested. This is kind of like my dark horse pick, maybe kind of like some of yours. But yeah, I'll go with Briggs, and I
So
think,
like, some of mine are dark horse
dude,
picks.
your entire list is dark horses. You had first pick, and you didn't like pick the returning champion, man. Oh,
I think
I
Leah's gonna crush it.
I think I've got the better list here. Sorry, man.
Oh, sure.
That's all
Okay,
me.
go with that.
That's all me. Okay, so we got our women's, and now it's time to pick the men. I have first pick. I'm taking. So he wasn't the champion last year, but he's the only two-time male winner of Blockbuster. I'm
You're gonna pick
picking.
Zach. I knew you were
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
pick
picking the
Zach.
homeboy, Zach Richardson. Obviously, he won it 2 years ago and the year before that. He won Pan Am Open Bouldering Championships like a month or two ago, even though the field was like kind of, a little bit watered down. But he's been training crazy hard. He's not working at a gym, so he's not coaching or setting. Like he's just training, 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 training. And I think that means that he's coming in as like the favorite for this.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I knew you were gonna take that, but yeah, I knew when I gave up my first round pick for boys that you were gonna pick Zach,
Sure.
but you left me with a hard decision because I have to pick between a bunch of people, and
Yeah.
I think the safe bet is Lucas.
Mr. Yoshida.
Yeah, also a Pan Am champion, also the returning winner of Blockbuster from last year.
I don't disagree. But he was like I think he spent a week down in
Pretty safe bet.
Tennessee. Yeah, but he was just like bouldering outside for the last week. I feel like he's off his game, man. I don't know. But that said, I think I picked Bronwyn, and she was bouldering outside last week as well. So whatever, not a good reason. Okay, I'm gonna pick one of Lucas's old teammates, and he's almost like reaching the status of off the coucher at this point. But I'm choosing Nathan Smith because he doesn't show up often, but when he does, he's usually in finals. I'm excited to have him back in the comp. I think he could have a really good day.
That's perfect.
Does that leave you open for the pick you wanted?
I'm gonna pick south of the border, Dylan Barks.
Dylan
That's
Barks.
That boy is going to do it. I like the men's field alone is really strong and really there's a lot of them, but the top end is really condensed, and I think Dylan Barks ends up on top.
He's won before. It was a while ago, and then he kind of took a break. But yeah, he's back. I could see it. I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention to his climbing. Next up, he didn't have a very good provincials, but he is somebody that I don't know. I admire a lot of his strength. I'm picking Florent Balsez. He's brand new Canadian. I'm glad he's like part of the country now, and just out of like national pride, I'm welcoming by adding him to my list. So Flo's my number 3.
Okay, all right. My number 3 is going to be Dylan Saffrey. Did that hurt you?
Yes.
Uh, yeah, I think like Dylan's always strong. He always kind of just like he makes everything look so easy, and he's such a composed climber. So I think like he'll be the one to get through that whole adapting to the different finals format that we're using. You know?
I can see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, my next pick is like a little bit cynical and mostly based on luck and superstition. So I just found out that the competitor Sean Hunter, our friend Sean Hunter, has agreed to MC for finals if he doesn't make it to finals. And to me, that means this is going to be the time that he makes it to finals. It's how the universe works. So I'm
Okay.
putting Sean
That is
in
Sean. Yeah.
because I know he's had a year where he's been like trying to train a lot. He's been doing lots of like freelance setting and things like that. But I like watching him climb, and I think it would be super funny if he's like getting psyched up to like MC for finals, and then he ends up crushing everybody in semis. So Sean Hunter is my number 4.
All right. All right. My number 4 is Jacob Elliott.
All right.
Yeah. I think this kid is super strong. He's got like he climbs outside a lot, which is valuable. I get it, but he's also just like got hand strength. Like the kid can crush. So hopefully he crushes in Burlington.
Sure, I like his psych, and I think he did his first World Cup last season. So yeah, he's legit. I don't know. I haven't seen him like indoors too much, but did he do finals at provincials this year?
I don't think he
He
competed at
didn't even
provincial.
go. Who is this? You're just picking scrubs, man. You're like, he doesn't even care. Come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna pick another CR homeboy. I'm gonna pick my boy Rahul Sapra. He's
All
been
right.
wanting this so bad for so long. I think this might be the year that he makes it happen. So I'm putting down Rahul.
All right.
I know he's busy with school and stuff, but he trains super hard, and when he has good days, they're really good. And I guess he didn't win provincials this year, but he did win provincials last year, so he has been a provincial bouldering champion, which I know he hates. But yeah, Rahul Sapra is my number 5.
All right. Um. Oh wow, this is hard,
There's a lot still, man.
dude. But like, I have like 4 names on here that I want to pick, and I'm scared that you're gonna pick them. Jake Tiger.
Okay.
He's been in finals before. As long as he doesn't have like any caffeine or doesn't screw up his rituals, I think like he can pull. He is strong. He can show up when he has good days. They're really good.
Yeah, I like your comment about the caffeine. That was super funny. We'll see if he can like.
Well, last year we're sitting there watching finals, and I'm just like, who's
know.
wearing this body?
Yeah. Okay. My final pick. There's a lot of names on here who I know are strong, but I haven't seen them compete in this environment before. Like, there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of first timers coming in from other parts of the country. So, like, there's some people from Alberta who, like, there's Dylan Bokenfor and Robin McMillan who have both had, like, good comp results out west, but I don't know if they're going to be ready for this. And then there's still more Americans. And there's
Yep.
like tons of strong young kids. Okay, so this is now just garbage pandering to a different audience to try and get them to watch. But I'm gonna pick the head route setter for the Rock Jungle gyms out in Edmonton.
Oh,
I'm doing it. I'm gonna pick Mr. Robin McMillan to be the number 6 going into finals.
That's
It's been fun
impressive.
hanging out with him the last couple of days. He's out here for that training camp. He's had good results in the past, over the past couple of years in Alberta and stuff. He makes time to go out to nationals, to Tour de Bloc nationals. And I think he'll have a lot of fun at this event, especially if he's been like setting and climbing at the Rock Jungle, like the old Canmore World Cup wall, which is a lot of steep and stuff. Yeah, if he's been climbing on that thing, I think he might actually have a good skill set for this event. So I'm going to put Robin McMillan. And now
Interesting.
it's time for your final pick. Who's it going to be?
Oh man, I have I have three that I have to pick between now.
Tell us who. Tell us who.
Like all three of them.
Yeah, who are you debating between?
Okay, so actually, it's really just two. Anthony Richards, one
Okay.
old school climbers rock homie, legend, and also really really strong. Like, don't know how he is as a competitor, but honestly, like every time he comes back from the Glen, he's like, "Yeah, I ticked off this other V10 and this other V10 and this
Okay.
no, like I so like in straight up pulling, he might do really well."
Sure.
Um, but as I said all that, I came to the conclusion that I'm going to pick Mitchell Hay.
Mitchell Hates. Nice job, man.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that pick?
I feel like he's really strong right now. He's been training hard. He's been working with Nathan Lewis. I think as long as he keeps his head in the game, he sneaks in. He might be like a little dark horse but I think like he's a giant. He can pull. He has strong fingers. I think like he might surprise us. Yeah, I'm
I
happy with that pick.
I'd be really happy to see that. If that happens, I'd be super psyched. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Okay, so we haven't decided on what the bet is yet for what the loser has to do after all this. We'll figure that out. We can talk about it on the semifinal stream, which will last for like hours, and we'll just run out
Yeah,
of stuff to talk about. So that's what we'll do.
that's what we'll discuss. It'll be great.
Yeah, exactly. So those are our picks. Those are the people that we think are going to make it. Go to blockbuster.ca to check out the running orders for qualifiers. Maybe take your own guesses. If you have any issues with the people we picked, you can argue about it on the internet. It's open 24/7. Other than that, join us on the live streams this coming Sunday. Semifinals 9 a.m. Eastern, finals 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, it's an elimination finals, so it should be a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully, Dustin and I can keep track of like how it
I'm
works.
screw it up. I'm gonna screw it up.
Yeah,
And,
anyway, you can find all of that at youtube.com/climbersrockofficial. From me and Dustin, I hope you guys have a nice end to your week this Friday, and we'll see you on YouTube at Climbers Rock Official on Sunday. Catch you guys next time.
Later.